A very good morning, children. Children, today we shall take up a new unit, Unit 3. And the first poem in this unit is 3.1 Silver by Walter de la Mare. Now looking at this picture, what comes into your mind? Yes, it is night time. You can see the moon shining there and you can see the reflection of the moon on the water. And what color is it? It is silver in color, right? Now the poet here, Walter de la Mare, is describing the moon through this poem, Silver. Let's see what the poet wants to say through this poem, Silver. Before we go to the poem, let's read a little about this poet. Now Walter de la Mare, he was born in 1873 and he died in 1956. He was the prolific author of many volumes of poetry, short stories and novels, including one of the most enduringly popular poems in the English language, and that is The Listeners. Born in Charlton, Kent, he was educated at St. Paul's Cathedral Choir School in London. So you see, he was a very popular poet, and one of his poems, the popular poems, were The Listeners. But today we shall take up which poem? Silver by Walter de la Mare. Now as I read the poem, I hope your textbooks are in front of you. Open up to page number 60. Open up to your textbook, children, to page number 60 and follow me as I read. Slowly, silently, now the moon walks the night in a silver shoe. This way and that she peers and sees silver fruit upon silver trees. One by one the casements catch her beams beneath the silvery touch. Now I'm sure all of you have seen the moon. Yes, this is different now because now we're so busy we have no time to look up at the sky, okay? But we do know what the moon is. Now when the moon comes, does it make any sound? No, it comes slowly and silently, okay? So that's what the poet is saying. Slowly, silently, now the moon walks the night in a silver shoe. Now, the moon is compared to a woman walking in the night in a silver shoe. Now what is shoe? Shoes, okay? Talking about silver shoes. Now, so what figure of speech is it? Yes, it is personification. So, the moon is personified to a woman who's walking, and she's walking in a silver shoe, that is silver shoes. This way and that she peers and sees silver fruit upon silver trees. Now, wherever the moon goes, okay, it goes in different direction, and she peers. Peers means she's looking, okay, she's looking, trying to look at something very deeply, okay. Peers and sees what? Silver fruit upon silver trees. Now, wherever the moon goes, everything there becomes silver. Now, you see when the moonlight falls on the tree, it looks silvery, okay? And even the fruits of the tree also looks silver. One by one, the casements catch her beams beneath the silvery touch. Now, when the moon is passing by, we know the moon is passing by different places, okay? It even passes through the homes of people. And here you see casement here, children, is a window, okay? So when the moon, light falls on the window, the casement catch means you can see the light there on the window, and her beams mean the light, okay? Beneath the silvery touch. Now even the roof of the house, okay? Here we're talking about silvery thatch. Thatch is what? A roof covering of straw. It can be of reed or palm leaves, whatever, okay? Thatch. So the roof also looks silvery because of the moon passing by. Couched in his kennel like a lord, with paws of silver sleeps the dog. From her shadowy coat, the white breastplate of doves in silver feathered sleep. Her harvest mouse goes scampering by with silver claws and silver eyes, and moveless fish in the water gleam by silver reeds in silver stream. Let's understand this now. Couch in his kennel like a log. Now who's sleeping there? It's the dog. And the dog is where? In his kennel. Kennel is what? The place where the dog lives. Okay. Now it is couch means it's lying down. You can see it's lying down. And how is it lying down? Like a log. So what figure of speech will this be? Simile. Yes. We'll do the figures of speech later on. Okay. So like is simile. So here it's the it's compared, the lying dog, the sleeping dog is compared to a log. Now, what is a log? It's a piece of wood. Now, with paws of silver sleeps the dog. Now, when the moon is passing by the kennel of the dog, you know what happens? Even the paws, we're talking about the legs, okay, the front legs of the dog, what happens to the paws? That also looks silver. Why? Because the moon is passing through, okay, passing by the kennel. From their shadowy coat, the white breastplate of doves in silver feather sleep. Now, here too the moon is passing by. Where? Here we have the dove. You can see the dove, the white dove here. And when the moon passes, now from their shadowy coat. Now what is the coat? You can see coat means small shelter for birds. It's given. The meaning has been given in your textbook, okay? On your left hand side. Coat is what? It is a small shelter for birds. So in her shelter, okay, in her place where she is sitting, you can see the dove, okay, the bird. From her shadowy coat, the white breastplate. Now when the moon passes by, even the dove, you know what happens? The light falls on the dove. And the portion below the neck, okay, the white breastplate. So you see even this part looks silvery. Why? Because of the moon passing by. Okay, the moon light falling on the dove. Of doves in silver feather sleep. So you can see even the dove's feather looks silver because of the moon. Okay, moon's reflection falling on this dove. A harvest mouse goes scampering by with silver claws and silver eyes. Now who's active during the night time? Yes, the mouse also is active during the night time, okay? And a harvest mouse. So you see a mouse is, if this is the harvest mouse, it goes scampering. Scampering means it run quickly here and there, okay? And since the moonlight falls even on the harvest mouse, what happens? Even the claws of the mouse, okay? And even the eyes of the mouse looks silver in color. Imagine, wherever the moon goes, everything looks silver. And moveless fish in the water gleam by silver reeds in a silver stream. Now what happens when the moonlight falls in the water? You have the fish, you can see it's moveless. Okay, there's not so much of motion by the fish here. It's not moving too much. The fish in the water gleam. Water gleam, here we're talking about the light that is falling on the water, the gleam. You can see the light falling there, yes? And by silver reeds, even the reeds, you're talking about the plants in the water there looks silver. And the entire stream looks like silver. So you see the difference that takes place in the night time when the moon is passing by all these different places. Let's see some of the meanings of the words now. We have the glossary. Tune is shoes. Peers is to look closely or carefully at somebody or something. Casement is a window of any kind. Thatch is a roof covering of straw, reeds, palm leaves, or a similar material. Couched, to lie down. Where do we use this word? For the dog, okay? Coat is small shelter for birds. Scampering, to run quickly. Gleams, a soft light that shines for a short time. So children, I hope you've understood this poem, Silver. It's a short poem, but a lot of things to be spoken of. And next time when you see the moon, children, I want you to remember this poem And remember the poet too. It's very unfair when we remember the poem and do not remember the poet, right? So we have here, who is the poet? Walter de la Mare. So remember this poem and thank God for the moon. Because of the moonlight, many of the places get lighted in the night time, isn't it? So I hope, children, you are doing your assignments. Even I have given you assignment for this poem. Please see that you complete it. Take care of yourself and God bless you. Thank you.